Hey everyone, it's Mana here. So, Moon Sword just came out a few days ago, and that's been pretty hectic in both Arena and Grand Arena, and it's a pretty much a game changer. And I would say it's not unexpected. Power creep does happen, and it will happen in this exact same way, where like a really strong hero comes out, but then following heroes probably will keep her in check or be equally strong. So that's how power creep works in like gacha games, and I think that's normal for it to happen. And but then I do think this power creep came up pretty quick, and it's a direct counter to the current meta. So it looks like A Team did put a lot of thought into building this character and making her kit incredibly strong. So right before I jump into what changed in the tier list, let's I will do a quick 1 minute recap on what you should be focusing on in this event since there is still some time left if you need to make quick adjustments. So for exchange rewards, for sure get Noble, get his boost potion. I maxed him at gold frame. Got 2 copies of his SP gear, and with Reforge you can make it 5 stars and level this up. So second thing you should buy all of this Moonlight Butterfly Staff, get all 4 copies. So you do get this token from logging in every day, and you get 10 coins a day by doing the special challenge where you just do connects. So I believe you have 15 more days to do so, and uh, just do the quick math. So you collect all your coins from your present box, and then look at how many more days are left. So it looks like at the time of this video, there's 16 of these login bonuses you can get. So it's 16 times 15. That's how much tokens I'm estimating you'll get for the rest of this time. So you'll probably get at least like 240 here in additional. So you add up 240 plus whatever you have, and you see if you can buy out at least all of these staff. So this is your number one priority. Make sure you get this. Afterwards, I would say farm the world raid. You build your team since the boss is Therian and it's airborne. Therian airborne. Just make sure, and they're effective. All elements are effective. So just put your best characters in here, and just if you're gonna join like a public raid, make sure you have join a raid with the level 3 attack and level 3 drop. And after you get a ton of mana, you do mana summons. So there's super mana summons that get you rubies, which in turns for your artifacts. So this is a needed grind in order to progress in terms of PvE. Okay, and I did give recommendations of what to select on these banners. So if you are on the Discord, I have a channel here. This is the community Discord. There's a channel here called Manapot Hero Tier List. I do put some recommendations here, and there are discussion in a general chat. But this is pretty solid. It's been vetted out by the veteran players here. So if you follow this recommendation for both PvP, I separated both PvP and PvE. For free-to-play players, I would say you kind of need a combination of both. You need heroes that's good in both PvP and PvE for most bang per buck. So with that, I'm just going to jump right into the tier list. This is the latest tier list, and I'm going to update it today, so I'll change it to June 13. Okay, so one quick change to here is I added some new icons to show you like what's new, what's moved up, what's moved down. So these aren't new anymore. Let me move this to desort. Oh, what the heck? I need to bring this forward. Send, bring forward. Okay, there it goes. Great. So I added a new star here. Star means it's recommended, and it's good for both PvP and PvE. So for recommended, there's a little caveat here because I put a star here for Sloth, um, and star here for Shinfu. While they might not be they're not like top tier. They're really good for the price that you pay. Like for Sloth, there was a lot of banners where you could get them either for free or for a discounted like 10,000 diamonds, 15,000 diamonds. Same for Shinfu. So these are really budget units, and it'll bring you pretty far into the game. So I'll have to assign more stars just for that. Okay, so honestly, since there's two changes here. One is Omni Sword got Awakening, and two, um, D Sword came out. Some Moonfire Sword came out. So once she came out, you can see all five of these original top tier mages. I think they all drop a tier, honestly. Like if I have to move her like above here, I would do so. But just just because like we need some heroes here. Like you can't just have one hero being S tier. But she's just really that strong. And to demonstrate how strong she is, I didn't really update this tier list when she first came out. I gave some time for testing. But here's some screenshots that my alliance took. You can see like the team that they're fighting against is pretty much meta before her release. This is like pretty much the top strongest team you can build out of all the heroes. So you have Alphana tank, you have Seraph that give you slow resistance, you have the classic double sword, Omni sword, and regular sword, and then you have the classic dog in the back that give skill gauge down resistance. So this is considered meta team, and you can see when she skills, she completely destroys this team because of her kit. Like that's just insane. And to show you a little bit more screenshots, like sure I cherry picked, but you can see a ton more of these screenshots like everywhere, where like D sword is coming out on top and completely destroying the enemy team. Even if the other team is like, I mean, look at this team. It's gold frame, gold frame, gold frame, gold frame, and oh, Omni Sword doesn't have gold frame, but still it's like two Moonflower Swords against each other, but sure. But her skilling first is probably the key here in destroying that team. So I guess it could have went the other way too. But here's another crazy screenshot. Another meta team: Alphana tank, Seraph, double sword, dog. Three heroes, bam. Look at this, 1.8 mil damage. Like, when's the last time you've seen something this crazy? Okay, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, because she came out, I would say, like, I don't think this hero can even hold top. Like, there's no S tier melee units anymore. Like, I don't even know what you can put up front that's even strong. Like, I guess you can do uh, Lindworm, but the problem with him is like he's good for his opener, right? So once his opener expires after like 5, 6, or 7 turns, depending on if you have boon or not, he becomes completely useless. So that's the biggest key thing here. He's completely useless. So I would say I will ignore her for now. I'll put her up here as S tier, and if there's better heroes that comes out after Moonfire Sword, I'll have to replace these down. Like for now, I think she gets plopped down instantly just because of her passive. Her passive give healing, which is really bad for against a pitching opener like her. But I would say Omni Sword can still hold top. Alphana could somewhat hold top as a Alphana tank. I did fight against her and she still get melted, but still, I mean, you really don't have much choices unless you're running Moonflower Sword against Moonflower Sword. So that's the key thing here. And another crazy thing. Let's go to a game. I'll just show you another crazy part about Moonfire Sword. Let's go to rankings, so I can take a look at her her stats. So normally when you look at awakened heroes, they're they're strong against the element that they're weakening to. So strong against light, weak against dark. So for example, if you have a fire hero, it's strong against fire, weak against water. So that's 60 resistance against dark. So that means you're taking almost twice as much damage when you're taking dark damage. But now you look at Moonfire Sword. She's a dark type hero, but look at her light resistance. It's actually above 100, meaning she takes It's 110 here, so she takes 10% less damage against light, but then she's weak against fire and water. Like, wow, I don't even know what to say about this. That's just kind of crazy. And part of the reason why she does so much damage is she first give her Darkwing to all allies, meaning to herself also. She gave her grace so she can't get interrupted when she start casting the skill. She defense and M defense down to all enemies, and then she does the crazy amount of damage, like 4 hits, 3 hits, 4 enemies, 3 enemies, 2 enemies, one enemy. So if your front enemy is like a light hero, like for example, if you do Alfana, a Shoutier, or a Kararu, you can see them taking so much damage that they like one skill is enough to clean them out. That's just how crazy it is. So I mean, what can you do really? And the crazier part about her skill set is her status ailment resistant down. So let me see if I can pull up some of my videos. So I recorded some videos uh, doing the testing of her skill set, and that was for me to test, to record and watch over and over again, like what her kit actually does and what I can do against it. So the conclusion I have is this: you cannot stop status ailment resistant down. So let me see if I can pull up one of my videos
Hey
here.
guys,
Okay, it's kind of weird talking to myself. Uh, okay. So this is one of the replay videos. Uh, is it this one? No, it's not this one. Where's my Moonfire Sword? Okay, right here. Moonfire Sword testing. So the key thing to note here. Oh, okay, I remember this video. So a key thing to note here is when the battle starts, you can see this light icon. It's covering up, but then back here. So this is Icon's Thunder Chain, and this come from Omnisort. So the enemy's Omnisort. So the reason why it applies to my front two heroes is because, well, let me show you her opener first. So it's front three enemies, Thunder Chain, affects human, Elf, Darien, and Jotun. So in her case, let me see. In her case, the Moonfire Sword strips the status element resistant opener instantly, and then applies. So that's why Thunder Chain get applied every single time. So that means any of these three heroes that's being run is probably it's going to get instant Thunder Chained. If they're actually no, they won't get Thunder Chained because they're melee. So her skill applies to the um, she applies to the highest 3 magic attack. So it's going to be a 3 mages. Yeah, so the best thing you can do against it is make sure you get through the first 5 turns alive. So having tanky heroes is one thing, getting frames is another thing, and getting support heroes that will save you is another big thing. So I think that's enough talking about how strong Moonsword is. She's definitely a good pickup. I would say aside from Moonsword destroying like pretty much every hero here, uh, there's well, aside from her, like everything else probably didn't change that much. I did get a free dog from the free summon, and was super excited actually. And I got her on my alt account too. So and I do see other people getting her, getting the dog. It's a him, I think. Yeah, it's a male. Or at least I hope it's a male. Yeah. And he's a little bit lackluster to me at least. Part of the reason is the gearing. Um, I don't really have good gearing for him. And let me see if I can even gear him. Like, what do I put on him? He kind of. Oh, he can equip one of these doggy. All right. Yeah, I do have a lot of questions about gearing. So, what about I put really? I can. He can probably wear Hearthstone, right? No, no Hearthstone. Wait a minute. Is that right? I guess Beast can't wear the Hearthstone. I could have sworn it. Yeah, okay, I'm not imagining it, so he can't wear the Heartstone. So what would you really put on him? Like, I don't really have gear. Only gear is like Bow of the End and this. And I guess I'll give him like a hat. So bat hat. Okay. Yeah, I'll do so. I'll showcase some arena matches right after. But let me assign some stars first. I'm gonna give star to her because she's good at both PvP and PvE. Same with Kana really, and Boar is really good at PvE. I would say um, she's good too. And some more stars. Da da da. You get a star. Everybody gets a star. And let's see. I'll say she's pretty good too. Should I cover up the element? I probably shouldn't cover up the element, but some of these doesn't have elements that I have posted here. I'm gonna focus more on the better heroes, just because like um, if a hero's not that high up in PvP, then it's probably not that great for PvE either. So it kind of goes both ways here. Anything else would get a star. Oh, you know what? I'm forgetting one of the key heroes here. Him. Jeez, Snowball. Yeah, I'm surprised no one said anything about Noble. He's great. He's a ranged dwarf. Dwarf doesn't get CC by anything. Um, give all allies frenzy. Her skill set hits airborne heroes, hit all the meta heroes, slow and exhaust. It's not the best perks, but it's something. And no beast damage. Yeah, so what the heck? I give her. Oh, whatever. Hopefully nobody knows that dot here. I'm not gonna change it. Okay, I think he's at least top 50. I haven't geared him yet to test an arena. I probably have better choices, but yeah, I would say he's top 50. So these starting means they're both good for PvP and PvE. And like Dog, he's not. Honestly, he's good for the skill gauge element resistance, so I'll keep him up here. I still think he's S. So in terms of changes, no other changes. It's just that new D-sort. And Mavis is pretty good. And okay, I guess just show you guys some matches here. All right, I'm just gonna mostly in the top five is all Moonfire Swords. I managed to hang on somehow. Don't mind my defense team. I was dropping it on purpose just so I can test against more teams. So this is my main team, and I'm gonna time out here, but it might be okay. So I still use Sloth. No, I deranked him, but then the reason I still use Sloth is because of the item set. He's more versatile in my opinion. You know what? I should probably do some instead of this. I should probably put this here because I think I do need that more CC. Okay, let's see how it goes. Yep, and like always, once I finalize this tier list, I might do like some slight adjustments. But I will after that I'll post it on the channel. All right, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so my front three heroes was not locked. That's good. But then I'm still up against a Moonfire Sword. My Sloth is still free casting. It's not CC, that's good. My Omni Sword in the back is still not CC'd. That's also good. I think my front four will take some damage for quite some time. And yeah, and since status element resistant down, I think it stacks. It doesn't get replaced by status element up. That's why I'm taking so much damage out in the front. And even Alfano for immortality, she's still getting nailed. So yeah, even Alfana attack is not enough. Okay, I think I lose this one here. Alright, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna attack with another team. Just to show you if there's any difference. It's probably very little difference even if I use like say a dog. Let me see if I geared him properly here. Aside from Bow of the End, I would say he's geared pretty well. He's geared pretty well. And I'm gonna gear one more hero, because I think Melv might be the key for. Okay, ground killer. I don't need ground killer here. I'm just gonna go up here and go to take one of these, and then let's see here. Hearthstone might not be needed. I'm gonna put one of these things here. Okay, that'll be good. And I don't think I'll put any confuse. Maybe I'll put confuse. Okay, so it's gonna be that, and then I'm going to give this, and okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do a glow stick actually for slots and see what happens there. Chainsaw should probably come later. Uh, I want to, with any gear, I want to CC first and then buff later. Oh, this is a really good Fallen Spear. Absolutely great. So, okay, this looks like maybe I should do Fallen Spear first. Um, I do want to have O-Sort skill like ASAP, so I'll put a glow stick and then Fallen Spear next. And then I'll put, let's see, Lindworm. Okay, I'll borrow Lindworms for now. And then Dark Spiral is good. So I think I'll stick with this. And that's gonna be one of my attack teams. I do have a lot of stamina, so I will do this for now. I'll replace him with Dog, and then let's try. See if any difference. I did think about putting Limworm front as the first one. So so that could be a valid strategy because like Moonfire Sword minus 50% down, but Limworm give you 70% up. So your mages will have 20% status element resistance for the first 5 turns. It's not the best, but it is something. But my worry is like after 5 turns, Lindworm is not effective anymore. Like Lindworm is mostly there for my team because like it can probably get the jump on the enemy, right? So if you can't really get the jump on the enemy, then why run Lindworm? That's one key thing. So I do have dog scaling. That's good. My Alpha is not that. That's one of the key things here and sword skilling. So Dog is actually quicker masters, and that's faster than Sloth. Sloth is like a 3 or 4 second, but you give Berserking quick. So that could be one thing. And then you have APOC burst on the Dog, but Dog is CC to hell right now. He's not even moving. Oh, I do see confuse on Dog, so maybe I should run one of the confuse rings accessories. So APOC works is good because it won't interrupt your key heroes where you need them to skill. And then also scaling. Okay. Okay, so I guess dog is okay. He's not bad. So I am surviving here. Um yeah, do I have to win here actually? I think I might have killed D-Sword. Cause like I run Christmas Sword which hits lowest dark heroes pretty hard. So it would hit Moonfire Sword 3 times unless they have like a dark hero that's weak. Okay, I think I do pick up the win here. Great, awesome. So that's one of the key things. Like Limworm for him was absolutely useless after the first 5 turns. Let's see the damage breakdown. So yeah, I was able to kill him pretty quickly. Alfana is able to dish out good damage. So as long as she's not CC'd or as long as she's not CC hard, then she can do pretty well. Let's go to Dog really quickly here, and let's put on. What should I put on? I do like the Rainbow Pendant, and I do like the Dragon Bandit, so I can get the skill gauge up, so he can quick. So the worst thing that can happen is if your team gets CC by the enemy sword, and then it's slowed. So that 5 turns is lasting so long, and that's what I want to avoid. So it doesn't seem like he's. Oh wait, can he? Okay, he could wear it. So I will put that on him since I did see him get confused. And I try not to overlap too much equipment here. So that's also always good. Okay. And can I do better into okay, and 2 missiles? I mean I can do the bow here, but let's try him again, but then let's hit him with Melv and see what happens. Let's see if Melv is really the, the saving grace here. All right, let's hit. Oh, not X3. All right, let's see what happens. All right, I see the Thunder Chain on my Alfana. I don't see a Thunder. Oh, I do see Thunder Chain on my Sword. Okay, Sword skilling is a very big thing here, and then Melv skilling, hitting all airborne. I'm finally taking quite a lot of damage, but his Limworm does go down. So Melv could be a thing here because like Melv give pitching to the front three heroes, I think. So that doubles up. Alright, enemy is a Puck Burst. So I mean, I could see Melv doing good. Melv is actually paired up really nicely with Moonfire Sword because Moonfire Sword pit chains to all grounded. Melv pit chains a Shadow Bounce to all um, to all airborne. Okay, her Moonfire Sword is still alive, and I'm taking massive damage up in the front. So yeah, I think I do lose here. Yeah, even though I was able to kill her, kill Limworm up early, I'm still not able to pick up the win because Moonfire Sword skilled and pit chains. Okay, I can spend the rest of my stamp. Let's try a different team now this time. See what happens. All right. So these are up against the top 5 of my arena group, which is pretty much arguably the top 30 players in the game. Oh, I mean, well, top candidates for the top 30 players. Oh, Moonfire Sword does annihilates these. Okay, that's great. Yep. Literally, my team just melting because of Pit Chain and the massive damage to the front. All right. All right. I don't really feel like Melv is a great help here. So I think in terms of help, instead of okay, let's just finish this round and then I'll sub in Limworm. So I do want to see a difference between Dog. Um, well, if I were to use Dog, I'll probably do like Apoc Bow instead of the N2 missile. So I will borrow this for now, and then swap it back to Sloth for the third round. Alright, let's see what happens here. Short skilling. If I get pit chained, short skilling is actually gonna do a lot of damage to my own team. Alright, that's the enemies. And I think my sword does go down. Oh, Alfana died. Yeah, I mean that's the problem running the regular sword because she heals the team for like 45% of her max HP. With Branded, you take half that damage instead of healing. So when she skills, she actually wipes out my team that... Yeah, it's pretty nuts. And I don't think Sloth will make any difference. Let's go to Sloth. And take back the Apoc Bow. And okay, Nemesis Rod, great. Black Feather Blade, great. Volcanic Witch Hat, great. Yeah, I probably can't even RNG a win. Alright, Sloth is skilling. And can my old sword skill? Once my old sword skills, I have a chance. I have a chance of staying in the game. So my purpose is to survive the first 5 turns. If I can survive the first 5 turns, then I have some ways of turning the match back around. So I'm thinking you definitely need Stone Skin Opener for the increased defense. I would say you might have to put in a hero that give you Feint that also increased dodge damage. So you can see like I kind of survived there. Omnisword skilled, and her Osword wasn't allowed to skill. So I mean this is, as you can see, like this is RNG for sure. but then like Sloth isn't doing all that poorly. And I think the key with Sloth is like the item selection is superior than I have with Dog. So yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next round is instead of running Melv, we got this another D sort. Instead of running Melv, I'm gonna do Sloth, Dog, and then Lindworm. And then I'll probably do X2 speed aside for after the first 5 rounds, so I can slowly see what's going on here. So okay, D sort have the Thunder Chain. That's good. Now she's brainwashed, so she's locked for a little bit. The opponent is actually running APOC Ray in the back, so that could be pretty devastating. I have 2 heroes I have to worry about. But I'm running, so APOC Ray only CCs, in my team, Azer, which is Omnisword, and CCs Alphana, which is in the front. So if Omnisword can skill, that's great. Limit Burst doesn't interrupt my Osort skilling. That's a big plus. That might help me stay in the game. And stop skilling with the quick. Can I get the quick? Yes, quick to my team, so I can quick my way out of this pit chain CC combo. And my C-Sword is able to skill now. That's awesome. So C-Sword skilling will hit the Moonfire Sword and the APOC Ray in the back. So I think I'm able to pick up the win here with Sloth. Great. Okay. Yeah, and you know part of my tier list, someone pointed out like items make a big difference in tier list, and I have to agree, items make a huge difference in tier list. Like if you have certain items, that makes a hero like from useless to kind of viable. So for me, like if I have like better gearing for Dog, then maybe this would have been more doable. So I'm gonna borrow the APOC Bow. APOC Bow confuse front end back row for 2 turns. So for this team here, I'm able to hit both rows since she's running like a mage tank. Alright, Omnisword is able to skill. That's awesome. And part of my strategy with this lineup is my front 4 heroes, I think, is the highest magic attack. So, Moonfire Sword is CCing my front 4. So that allows my Omnisword in the back to free cast. And my Omnisword is able to skill once in the first 5 turns, the first turn or second turn. That gives me a chance of locking down the enemy heroes long enough for my heroes to make it past the 5 turns. So once that 5 turns is over, that's when I can think about turning the tides. Can I skill again? Can I skill again? Yes, I can skill again. Okay. Okay, she's not interrupted, which is good. Dog skilling with the quick. Hopefully Alphana survives. Immortal? Yeah, Immortal Pox. But then I'm still CC'd. APOC Ray in the back. Yeah, this is maybe bad RNG. You can call it bad RNG. But yeah, I'm not able to pick up the win here. So you know, I had a lot of people like question like, oh, why is Sloth up here? They didn't do so much for her. And my answer is this: Sloth is not a carry. She's a very strong support. She's what allows the rest of your heroes to shine. And as I just demonstrated with Sloth, she's at least as good as Dog. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much why I rated her so highly up here. Her item selection is just like amazing, and you know, like it seems like I'm the only one who even use her. So yeah, I'll pick up some more slam. So what I did say was I'm gonna use Limworm and see what happens. I do need to give him back the item that I gave to Melv. And the rest of these items are just fine. Alright, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. So instead of completely no status ailment resistance, they'll have 20% after Moonsword strips it. Alright, O-Sword's allowed to skill, that's perfect. think I can survive here slightly. Alright, so Lindworm only gives me that first 6, maybe 7 turns. So I have 3 Boon Heroes. Depends on how much times Boon can happen before the 70% runs out. But even though it's only 70% to Lindworm himself and also in the back. So that's pretty much it. The middle 3 heroes are not gonna get 70% again. I don't think. Maybe it does. Yeah, since status airman resistance down doesn't replace it. So I did record like a video a while back to um, demonstrate how much like how big of a deal item gearing is. See, Limworm. No, if I don't close down the first 5 turns, I'm kind of dead. But like this is kind of like kind of weird thinking because like if your strategy is like, oh, I'm gonna run Limworm to have the best first 5 turns, but the first 5 turns you're kind of CC to hell, so it's kind of wasting the potential Limworm. You know, running against Sword like that. Let me pick up some more stam. I think I have more stam, right? No, okay, I do have a lot more stam in my item box. So I mean that's the reason why you farm connects. So I do have a ton of stam here I can pick up. Let's receive all. There you go. And I'll do 3 quick matches, and then I'll do my replay, and then that's it. So 1 Lindworm, 1 Sloth, and 1 Dog, and that'll be it. I'll do this really quick. This is against another player who's running Lindworm front. Nothing much to see here, just me rolling him over. That's funny. Yeah, I didn't even see what happened there. I think I was able to skill and completely CC our team. I think that's what happened. So he is running almost a gold frame Moonfire Sword. So it seems like my C Sword is able to skill, hitting this hero and this hero really hard, and taking them out of the game. So that's good. Let's go to range. I think I have to do Dog first because he's borrowing the APOC bow. Yes. Yep. So APOC bow is not that effective if the enemy is running both like a melee and a range. Just because APOC bow only hits 2 heroes as opposed to hitting their entire team. So when APOC bursts get priority over any other like normal limit burst, and then Apocalypse burst has a little bit beefier effect. So for him, I think it's like faint, 5 turns, and 20% status up. Yep, so Moonfire Sword doing work there. 1 more hits, and that will be Sloth. And I will take back APOC Bow. I mean, you can kind of tailor it against your enemy, but I'm not going to do that. You can just stamina spam in. This is why I do all day. And in the morning, like, I get up like an hour before reset, and then I just start climbing and securing my position. So if you want to get arena rank, you want to get diamonds, like if you're in, always try to climb to the next tier. Like if you're a C rank, definitely try to climb at least to B, B2, B1. If you're B1 rank, you can pop in between like A rank and B1 rank. Oh, okay, for here I think my opponent Omnisword brainwashed and CC my front three heroes. So that's the worst thing that can happen, like slow. So I think Seraph with the slow resistance might be a good pickup for Apocalypse Banner. Yeah, I'm not even able to pick up here even with Sloth. So yeah, Limworm is okay. If I try a lot of matches, then maybe I can beat with this team. So yeah, that's it for that. Let's see here. I'm just going to go to my. I need to find my recording. So hold on. It's I recorded quite some time ago. Yeah, sorry, I don't have that ready. Yeah, maybe I'll do the showcase in another time. But then, yeah, like gear actually matters. That's why I tell you guys to get all the staffs. So, uh, so again, here's the current tier. I don't think there's any big changes other than most of this hero getting bumped down one rank just because of her. I think range doesn't get impacted as much as mostly the mages and the melees up front that get pushed down just because of her passive. And I can see Seraph might be a decent counter because it's slow resistance. Make sure you do that first 5 turns like ASAP. And I think Alfana is still important because every other hero doesn't have immortality, so they might just straight up die. So you don't want them to straight up die. So again, if you're pulling, always look for these stars. Some of these heroes are from Lucky Banner, some from Catalyst. Um, and if you want updates constant out there, you can always check Discord. Like I would post all my updates into this channel for recommendations on specific banners and updates to tier lists. You can see the pictures here, and I'll post it here too. With that, I think that's it for this video. Um, Good luck getting Moonfire Sword. If you're new to the game, definitely reroll for her, aim for her, and maybe get one of these heroes in addition, and that'll be the best start you can get as of 2021 June. So have fun playing Valkyrie Connect, and uh, hopefully they're nicer to whales in this game. I know quite a lot of whales who quit because they didn't get Omni Sword. And no, she's not really guaranteed. With her ticket, there's a 33% chance of getting her. So, you're gonna get a lot of unhappy people. So I'm not sure what A teams really what their strategy is of releasing this very strong hero at this time. But yeah, but hopefully they make better choices in the future. But you know, I think that's okay. She's not really limited to this banner, so she'll come back, and I think people will have another shot at her down the road. Okay, well, good luck with the rest of the free pulls and the rest of the anniversary. I'm not sure what's gonna happen in the part 2, part 3, or part 4 of this anniversary. If there's any big updates, I'll do another video. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.